Today I want to talk about what the difference was like for me to be sober from alcohol before the Sinclair Method versus being sober from alcohol after the Sinclair Method. So before the Sinclair Method, I tried to quit drinking alcohol dozens of times. I would make it a few days, weeks, or months, but eventually I would start drinking again because I had an overwhelming desire to drink. I had a craving, I had a compulsion. I was basically desiring to drink every single day and just telling myself, you can't drink. It was kind of like having an itch that I wasn't allowed to scratch. Eventually, I would scratch that itch because the desire would become so overwhelming that I would say, screw it, I'm just gonna drink. I don't care. So before the Sinclair Method, when I would be sober from alcohol, even though I wasn't drinking, it was still very much controlling my thoughts and my behaviors, and it was preoccupying my mind space every single day. But after the Sinclair Method, so as I make this video, I'm about 5 years alcohol free because of the Sinclair Method treatment, and it's a night and day difference. And the biggest gift of this treatment is that it completely eliminated my alcohol cravings and my desire to drink. And it's common sense, if you don't desire something, it's really easy not to do it. And that's where I've gotten to with alcohol after a year on the Sinclair Method treatment, where I literally have zero interest, zero craving, zero desire for alcohol. The way that I often describe this to people is that it honestly feels like alcohol has become my least favorite food, where, I don't like oysters. So if people are eating oysters around me, I'm not tempted to have any. If someone offers it to me, I can say, no, thank you, I'm good. I don't think about oysters. If my fridge is stocked full of oysters, I don't want it. And that's really how alcohol has become for me now, which is just a completely night and day difference from someone who was a daily heavy drinker for nearly 10 years. And so there's a huge contrast for me when I compare being sober from alcohol before the Sinclair Method, where it was just this white-knuckled experience where I was really forcing myself not to drink, just resisting this urge not to drink. Whereas now it's as if the desire for alcohol has been completely erased from my brain. I have no interest in alcohol thanks to this treatment. And, because this treatment does allow moderate controlled drinking if you want to, I always tell myself that I can drink again one day if I want to. And I know that option is on the table. So alcohol is not a forbidden fruit. For me, I actually never intended to quit drinking forever through this treatment. I went on it with the intention to drink moderately, and I did that for about a year on this treatment, and it was so cool to see myself become empowered over alcohol and have my control back over alcohol and be able to go out and have a couple of drinks and call it a night and not continue the night binging and getting blacked out and being hungover the next day. It was so cool to be that moderate drinker. But the longer I was on the treatment, I just continued to lose interest in alcohol. I was drinking less and less often, and I ended up just not drinking anymore. In fact, I don't even remember the date of the last time I drank because I wasn't planning for it to be my last time. I just kept going longer and longer without drinking and decided, well, I'm not going to drink anymore. And that was 5 years ago now. But there's a real freedom that comes through the Sinclair Method because it works to address the issue of alcohol use disorder at the root level, which is inside of the brain. And I honestly feel completely free, completely recovered from the alcohol addiction. So I just wanted to share the difference of what it was like for me being sober from alcohol before this treatment, because I tried that, it didn't work for me, versus being sober after this treatment, after going through the Sinclair Method. So as always, you can learn more about this treatment with my other videos or the link in my profile.